A report? It appears to be a case file from the CGF. Correct. It contains all of our findings thus far. We prefer if you begin your investigation having only read that file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your work. I see. In that case, we'll look through it as soon as we're done. We leave it in your capable hands. Well, I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves for now. We'll establish a direct line of communication with the SSS, so don't hesitate to contact us if you discover anything. Roger. My apologies for the disturbance, Vice Commissioner. No, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office anytime. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Randy. Well, you know, I'd say the work here is more thrilling than staring at the border and doing drills all day. Good to hear. Glad my efforts to transfer you were worth it. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. I'll be taking my leave. Peace out. Man, oh man. So, she was your superior officer back in the Guardian Force, Randy? Sure was. She wasn't my direct boss, though. She gave me a bunch of tips and pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous looks fool you. You cross that lady and bam, full nightmare mode. She'll scare the piss right out of you. Knowing Randy, I can only assume his terrible work ethic set her off on multiple occasions. I could absolutely see that happening. He has a knack for getting in trouble with women. On that note, do you know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, Randy? Nah, I've never seen her before. I bet a pretty mirror that she's in the Tangram Gate division of the CGF. Those guys assist Deputy Commander with her work. Ah, wait a sec. Don't tell me you've taken a fancy to her. Oh, Lloyd, was it love at first sight? No, but Ellie was love at first sight. Well, stare. What? No, it was nothing like that. I just had a strange feeling that I had met her somewhere before. Oh yeah, you're here. Oh, right. How much longer do you rookies plan to take up space in my precious office spewing this pointless drivel? Don't tell me. Is this a plot by that good-for-nothing Sergei to have you come in here and humiliate me? No, sir, definitely not. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please excuse our rudeness. Go on, get out of here. I think that every single one of you ignored my warning. You should know full well what awaits you then. Well, hey now. Whatever, enjoy the little investigation of yours out in the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a fun little camping trip. Why don't we transfer your entire team to the Guardian Force while we're at it? We can boot that damn Sergei out along with you. If you'll excuse us. What a loser. Ugh, Vice Commissioner Jackass strikes again. I swear as soon as I step in there and see that dumb tuft of hair on his forehead, my blood pressure spikes. It's such a funny name. It reminds me of when they all called like Mr. Moroka King Moron. It's just very funny and catchy that every time I see it, I have to call him Vice Commissioner Jackass. A pathetic attempt to stab off a receding hairline. I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant his condescendingly vulgar tone with us. Let's just try to forget about him for now. We should head back to the SSS and go through his report. This report. After that, we'll need to decide on the direction of our investigation. Right, Lieutenant Colonel gave the impression these weren't ordinary monster attacks. I am curious what she meant when she said too many questions remain unanswered. Probably this being a Trails game, and this is a big mystery, and not everything will be solved in this game because we have Azure. Oh, hello. I guess I should read this. There's been a recent string of attacks by unidentified monsters through our crossbow, performing investigation, following pages. How do I turn the page? Oh, it's X. Armorica Village. I'm just like skimming this. 3 weeks ago, night, location, entire village. Crops and livestock, families, damage, yada yada. St. Ursula Medical College. One medical resident was attacked and wounded by a trespassing pack of monsters. Maine's Mining Village, yada yada. I'm just like keeping this on the screen so I can like read it to myself. Or people watching the playthrough can like pause the video. This is worse than I thought. So it really is happening everywhere. Seems most of these incidents haven't been reported by the media yet though. Yeah, there's something fishy going on, no question. These are definitely not your typical monster attacks. Do we know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are native to Crossbow? I'm not sure exactly. Clear paw prints were found at the scene of each incident, so I think it's safe to say creatures like this exist and are in the area. But the Guardian Force's investigation still hasn't confirmed their existence, right? That's a little disconcerting. For real, these monsters must be pretty damn crafty if they're able to pull off all these attacks without ever being seen. I mean, shouldn't they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead? Probably so. I'm not certain we'll be able to contribute much to this case. Lloyd, what's the matter? Did that ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again? Not exactly. I was just thinking. I know these are monster attacks, but why don't we treat this as we would any other investigation? Well, I suppose the deputy commander did say she wanted a detective's point of view. Should we search for clues as per usual? Yeah, and if we treat this series of attacks as all being part of one large case, who will be our culprit? Obviously, those wolf-like monsters the report mentioned. Sounds like a pack of them has been moving together. True, and with that in mind, what will be the profile and motive of the culprits be? Huh? Motive? Oh, I understand now. You're saying a motive isn't apparent from these reports. Exactly. If the monsters aren't as intelligent as we suspect, they would typically stay away from populated areas. If the motive was hunger, the medical college would be the last place they'd look for food. There has to be some kind of hidden truth that explains their seemingly irrational behavior. Logically speaking, that does make sense. I suppose we've settled on a direction for our investigation then? I think so. We'll start by visiting the affected areas and gather information from anyone connected to the incident. By doing things our way, we'll be able to supply the CGF with some supplementary info at the very least. I agree. Every little clue and lead we can find will go toward helping the Guardian Force. That's a relief. Here I was thinking we'd be spending the time blindly hunting monsters in the mountains. So Lloyd, what do you suggest we begin? Let's see. How about we start with Armorica Village, the first area that was attacked? Considering the Armorica report was the most detailed, maybe we'll be able to gather enough clues to start building a profile of the monsters. Sounds like a good start. I thought they were going to have me choose. Armorica Village is northeast of Crossbow, right? Yeah, we should be able to get there by taking the bus from the east exit. Needless to say, this is our first mission outside the city. We don't know what we're heading into, so let's make sure we're well prepared. Makes sense. To be safe, we should check any new support requests I have come in. Yeah, bet. We got some new requests. Long. They're all long, so we could chip away at these slowly. I think to a problem to the library. Hunting for ingredients, I feel like that's like what the Trails in the Sky games had, where you have to like probably bring them certain ingredients. Getting people to help us implement new service. Alright. We roamed as Lloyd last time, so let's roam as Ellie for this stream. It's the bakery? There's just a cafe, close enough. Got some stuff, nothing really worth. Alright, what's the minimap button? It's R1. I want to go to the administrative district and talk to the librarian or something. City Library. Hi again, Uncle Miles. Ah, Lloyd, good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your request. I believe you sent a request to the SSS for help, right? You were asking to help locate and retrieve some overdue books? By golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that, didn't I? Let's get to it, shall we? Allow me to explain the details. You see several of our patrons have yet to bring in their overdue books. I'd like for you to locate and return them to me. Understood. Oh, whoops. I dropped my cap for my water bottle. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Sure, do you have their addresses? Yep, the information is tied to their library cards. Give me a moment to bring it up for you. Library cards. I remember when I used library cards in school. The first person is Faye, who lives in Belheim Apartments on West Street. Next, we have Clarice from Acacia Apartments on East Street. Lastly, we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the Administrative District. Raymond, you must stop embarrassing us. Sorry, Uncle. I wasn't expecting someone from the force to like punctuality. Don't worry about it. I'm just hoping the reader was so engrossed by the contents of their book that they simply forgot to return it on time. I sense that your hopes are highly unlikely. These are quite a number of people out there who pay no regard to the rules. What the hell are you looking at me like that for? No reason. Anyway, our objective is clear. We'll retrieve those books for you ASAP. Great, thank you. Please return to me once you collected all 3 books. I'm counting on you, Lloyd. Overdue book retrieval. These darn citizens of Crossbow with their overdue books. Just return your books on time, people. Don't get fined or whatever. You gotta pay for your, like, college tuition or something. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Ah, if it isn't the SSS. You guys got some business at HQ to tend to. I'll admit you got guts playing dumb like this, as if we'd be fooled by your little act. We see right through you, Raymond. The real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool it with the pranks, okay? It was not even clever. Oh, come on, I'm a police officer, aren't I? I had to pull out that line at least once in my life, you know. What's going on about? What's he going on about? Words? Sorry about that, Detective Raymond. We're here because of a request from the library. You wouldn't happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Oh, crap, now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, yeah. So, Detective Raymond, did you perhaps misplace this book of yours? No, I don't think so. Why the uncertainty, then? I'll go look for it. Managed to find it, here you go. Woman who changed the world, excuse me? Whew, thank goodness. Really left us in suspense there, Raymond. So I have to ask, what inspired you to check out this particular book? Well, you want to, like, ask out Ellie? To my knowledge, it's a pretty extensive account of historic female figures and incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, when I saw the title, I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. Yeah, classic. After I cracked the thing open and realized it was definitely not that, I kind of just left it in my drawer and forgot about it. I don't think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Well, we got the book back, so all's well that ends well. We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. Okay. Acacia Apartments, East Street, West Street. So East Street and West Street. East Street is how I'm going to get to Armorica, right? They said a train, though, didn't they? Or a bus from the stop. Okay, it's in the East Street, so we can go to East Street last. Did I ever try entering here? Probably should. This looks like a fun place. My sincerest apology, but Arkansas has a performance starting at 6. If you're a fan, we would appreciate you returning at a later time. Sorry, sir, we didn't intend to come here unannounced. Arkansas has a incredibly famous troupe. I don't think we should bother them if we don't have any business here. Alright. That's why I didn't try entering it. Casino. Love casinos. Acacia Apartments. That's Grimwood Law. Where would Acacia Apartments be? Is it this building? This is Villa Raisins. That's the Morge Bakery. What's down here? This might be Acacia Apartments. Nope, SSS building. Wait, SSS building? What? There's an entrance from the SSS building from the east street? Or West Street? How about that? I'm in the West Street, that's why. Wait, not Tio, not Tio. Okay, I'm in the wrong street. It's Bellheim Apartments. Because I'm in the West Street, not the East Street. Bellheim Apartments. Doesn't seem like Faye's, and right now, guess I'll ask this girl then. Excuse me, are you one of Faye's daughters by any chance? I think I remember seeing you when you were very little. I remember thinking that you and Wendy were so different from each other. It was hard to believe you were sisters. Huh? Oh yeah, I think I remember you. Your sis's friend, right? You still remember me? Actually, I wanted to ask your dad a quick question if he's around, or is he at work or something? Oh, Dad, he's off on a business trip? Your name is Pansy? I bet you got bullied a lot, like, in school. He won't be back for another 2 months. Sounds like we're out of luck then. Yeah, I'm not about to start going through his stuff without permission. Are you guys looking for something? We're here to retrieve a book your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall him making any mention of it? Is it the one I'm reading now? What are the odds? Mind if I take a look at it? I can check to see if it is. Sure. Got a stamp from the library. Probably the one. Oh, phooey. Seriously, Dad, I can't believe you'd leave on a business trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Do you mind taking the book in for me? Are you sure? Didn't you say you were in the middle of reading it? I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. I was kind of just looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Let's see. Train Fanatic Rex? Yep, definitely sounds like some niche literature to me. I bet Dad borrowed it to try and get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not gonna fall for his tricks that easily. No siree. So yeah, feel free to return it for me. Sure thing. Thanks for helping us out. Alright. So now we just need to go to the East Street. Isn't the ingredient request over at East Street? No, it's at Morge's Bakery. We could probably stop by there and maybe I lucked into some of the ingredients. If not, though, we're going to be going to the East Crossbell section to Omoroka Village, so we'll probably get it then. No, I gotta at least try entering the casino. Alright, think I'll go for a couple of rounds today. I'm beginning to think that you have an addiction, Randy. Just when he should be patrolling, he always ends up carried away in the casino. We're supposed to be gathering intel here, so I won't tell you you can't play at all. Just try to show some restraint, Randy. In order to play games at the casino, you must exchange your mirror for tokens at the front desk. You can now exchange tokens for mirror, but you may exchange them for prizes. Yeah, let's come back here when I have more mirror. I don't have too much, but we'll probably mess with the casino a little bit, maybe. For chance. Morge's Bakery? Isn't it in Central Square? I thought it was. Maybe it isn't. It'd be in East Street.